Thought you were listening to a podcast. Now you are listening to the Pimp Gas. You thought you were listening to a podcast. Now you are listening to the Pimp Gas. You thought you were listening to a podcast. Now you are listening to the Pimp Gas. You thought you were listening to a podcast. Now you are listening to the Pimp Gas. Ooh, we done stepped in the room. Slide me the microphone. The game is through. You're here with, I ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna still let ScorpionKing say it.
I ain't gonna say it this time. Recuperating from my long vacation.
Oh, here. I'll just hopefully that he'll approve of me saying it.
The best motherfucking podcast in the motherfucking world on the motherfucking earth, Craig.
Know what it is? Okay, he gave me the thumbs up, y'all. He got him out.
Okay, so I have ears over here though, but okay, go ahead.
Anyway, Velvet Vibes Podcast. You here, you got your boy, Velvet Juggernaut in his thing. Quick shout outs, doing it at the beginning like we're supposed to. Shout out to 500. Shout out to Cito. I know you be listening, Cito, so go ahead and raise the roof, my G. Shout out to anybody listening out there in South Africa. You listening out there in Washington, Atlanta, Valley, Alabama, Mississippi. Y'all done still fell off the map. So y'all shout out is put on hold.
I will be home soon. I'm gonna confront some people from Mississippi. So
they gonna be addressed.
Yeah,
they gonna be addressed. That show me where our support lies. But look, Texas have opened their arms. They had their arms wide open like Creed. So that's all from me. Oh yeah, I do want to let y'all know about the interview series that we've been doing on YouTube. Continue following us. If you're not following us on YouTube, make sure to subscribe. We've got a lot of intriguing interviews. Some are humorous, some are serious, some you learn something, some you rewind and say, what the fuck did I just hear? But it all happens there. You want to get some merch, make sure to hit us up in that link tree on the Instagram page, Velvet Vibes Podcast. And if you want to give us a call at 210-580-4326. You can call, you can text, you can cuss us out, you can give us a topic, or you can ask us a question. You can call in crying, my girlfriend says she gonna leave me. We'll tell you what you need to do. ScorpionKing, any shout outs or anything that need to be addressed?
Oh man, I'll give a shout out to everybody who's listening. Big shout out to all the people around the world. Shout out to the Velvet Vibes family. Minus one. We don't know what's going on.
We still got a missing poster ready to get it posted up for him.
But
what you say, shit?
He's out making Get Out too.
Yeah. Yeah,
give a shout out to last I said before, Amy, Shatara, Stacy, the Cookie Lady, everybody.
Happy birthday to the Cookie Lady.
Yes. Shout out to all the children around the board, as always. And give a shout out to yourself.
Hey.
Give yourself a pat on the back for still barbecuing with Velvet Vibes Podcast.
Like Lynneopoly, dude, who get a shout out from you or any emotional outbursts that need to happen?
Can you give that number out one more time? Because,
oh, yeah.
We are missing our coworker. You're missed.
Yeah.
And hopefully you make it out the restroom in one piece.
If y'all find that gentleman, text the number 210-580-4326. Matter of fact, speaking of phone calls, before we get into...
We got one.
We got a phone call.
Man, it's been a minute.
That there's some things that need to be discussed about this.
Phone call. Y'all keep bringing them phone calls back, man. We need them.
What up, Velvet Vibes? So the reason I'm calling is one of y'all's hosts had posted up a meme. It was a joke about a blind man having sex with a woman and then him hiding kind of in plain sight. It reminded me of one of my best friends is blind, and when we were in college, he was having sex with one of his neighbors on her couch in her apartment, and while they're doing it, her boyfriend comes home. Well, she had chained the door, so he like opens it, the chain catches, and he kind of figures out what's going on. He starts like kicking the door to bust the chain. Well, my buddy puts his clothes back on, hurriedly. I don't think the girl did. And then he pulls out his gun, which he always carried. I always thought it was strange that a blind man carried a gun, but I guess this sort of thing's important. But anyway, apparently the guy the boyfriend comes in and starts screaming at her and stuff, while my friend, who's just freshly fucked her, is standing there holding his gun. And while he's screaming at the woman, he doesn't even acknowledge my buddy. He just walks out of the apartment, walked down, and walked over to his own apartment, sat on his couch and called me and told me the story. So anyway, all I'm trying to say is that gotta watch out for everybody. Everybody's up to some bullshit, some nonsense, some sexual tomfoolery at all times. Peace.
ScorpionKing, I need your feedback on this. Sounds like women ain't safeties, and your woman ain't safe even by the blind people.
This man said the blind man walked out with his gun.
That what tripped me out.
And went on back to his own apartment. Why he's still over there screaming?
Yeah,
at his kid.
Oh my god!
Wow, never in my life.
Yeah, this I didn't expect to hear a story like this. I didn't expect to receive this type of phone call, but like they be saying about big girls need love too, blind gentlemen need love too. Apparently, I ain't gonna crack no jokes on that. I'm just gonna say that's what's going on in these streets. And Lynneopoly, do you have some feedback about people need to beware of these blind people pulling their pants off at their apartment?
I thought the plot twist was that he put on the wrong clothes. That's why I was like, oh snap. He put on the wrong clothes, and then she was gonna be like, she was gonna be like, oh, this is just my friend,
Oh my god, yeah. They try to get the Skittles style.
That's why. See, nobody can be trusted. Like,
blind man in there, dude.
Getting
his gal. Mm-hmm. And he probably seen this dude before. I'm sure, like, there's more to that where he probably know who that was.
He thought he wasn't a threat. He was like,
he's like, yeah, he probably can't even, don't take this the wrong way, but he can't even find a pussy. Is what he probably thought.
Apparently, he found it that day. Then.
Yeah, he found it that day, or
had her trying the doors.
Yeah. Or he was guided down the right path. Wow. Oh my gosh. Well,
is this person in the group?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
We'll have further details. They want to remain anonymous. But,
I need to know though.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Thanks for the call though.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate that. Give us more of those calls, more texts. I know y'all heard about, or I hope y'all heard, and all the listeners, Eddie Murphy is right now negotiating with Netflix a $70 million deal for a stand-up. But besides the money, and we're going to get to the money too, I do want to know, and I'll start with Lynneopoly because she look like she got some feedback over there. After all that Eddie Murphy's done for the comedy culture, are you looking for Eddie Murphy stand-up currently?
Obviously, but let me just say this first. You have to be respectful before you critique.
Okay.
So, out of respect, I've seen most of Eddie Murphy's stuff, and most of his stuff, I like it. Mm-hmm. There's few things I can say, oh, that was trash, or it's not so good, or whatever. But for the most part, A1. My daughter likes some of his movies too. So it's just the fact that he can go on both sides and entertain kids and then entertain adults, and even in the same movie have us both entertained. It's just that's an amazing thing to do. But I do have to say, ...
come behind the butt.
Ew. What?
What in the butt?
Ew. Anyway, I just feel like I can't remember my reaction to Chris Rock's stand-up, because I think he did one kind of recent, right?
Yeah. Tambourine, I think it was. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I would have to watch Chris. I would have to watch Chris Rock's because it's just kind of like I think that like he's been gone so long in stand up that it's just like I can't see him doing stand up, and it's
like, gonna be outdated. Like his style, his comedy style. Do you think it's gonna be like?
I'm gonna. First of all, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, of course.
So minus anything I just said, I'm gonna watch it, but I feel like it's gonna be like Lion King. Like, of course you're gonna watch it, but is it gonna be good?
You was better off without it.
Yeah. Did we really need this? Probably not. God. It's probably for the newer aged kids, or I don't even know. Because I'm like, did I age out of Eddie Murphy?
That could be a good argument to, or a good
because who's he
statement.
gonna target? Like, there's so.
What's
many
his target audience at this time? It's probably still older people.
Because even I think that's where Kevin Hart messed up, because he was trying to hit all the ranges, and it's just like you missed so many people trying to make it for everybody, and it's just like you missed so many people. But I don't know. I mean,
see, I'm thinking Eddie Murphy. Besides, Eddie Murphy, I'm not gonna say he don't know how to move on the internet, but he was not in this time of his stand up was just like it was back then. Now it's kind of like everybody's a critic. They go, now everything get questioned. I see people question Jordan every day. Was Jordan really that great? Was Mike Tyson really that good? Is Jay-Z even the GOAT? Like, anything that we hold as great gets super questioned now. So whatever he drops, people gonna give it that hard critique. Like, it wasn't that good.
I'm just wondering why, because I feel like, okay, my question.
70 mil could be why. That could answer the question.
I also have another question for both of y'all to answer when
Go ahead.
Scorp gets a chance to answer. Do you think it's gonna affect him being like a legend? Because I do hold Eddie Murphy as a legend, like a comedic legend, like a stand-up comedian, comedic actor, the whole nine. Like, I see him as a legend. So you think if he comes back and this bombs, like, is that gonna affect that, or are you still gonna be like, he's still?
I'm gonna answer this. I'm gonna pass it to Scorp. I think if it bombs, I'm gonna say he's still a legend. It's not gonna knock him out. But I will say, just like my previous point, the way people question stuff, if it bombs, that's what's gonna tick people to question it. Like, they're gonna be like, this stand-up wasn't good, and was he even good anyway? Really though? And then those memes are gonna start popping up, and the conversation is gonna get started of questioning how good was Nutty Professor and Norbit and all that other shit. But Scorp, go ahead and talk about it.
Well, to me, I'm gonna say he's a legend either way it goes. He still, in my opinion, he still should hold that legend type in the legendary, because it's very few, older comedians now that it was back then trying to come back and do stand-up comedy. So with that being said, I still say he should stay in the legendary category. But for as his new comedy, everybody's just gonna see how it is, and then after they watch it, he gonna get criticized about it if it wasn't good for some people. Because it's been a minute since we heard from Eddie Murphy.
Exactly.
It's been a minute.
There's a debate already, or not debate, but I've seen a statement going around. Excuse me, I'm sipping that good 500. And I'm gonna get that commercial popping in a minute after I say this, but I've been seeing the conversation going around that Monique was offered $50,000, or was it $500,000? It was $500,000, and he's getting offered 70 mil. So they're like, is that fair? And etc.
I just have to say, period. This is just for the most part, period.
Talk about it.
A company is allowed to say, I want to give this person this amount of money.
Yeah. And knows it worth it or not. That's
the beginning of the conversation. Like, the fact is, Eddie Murphy is black. She's black too. Mm-hmm. So it's just kind of like, you can't say it's racist. Now, you can try to be like it's a feminist thing and all this other stuff, but it's not racist. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. I don't know.
To me, it'd been out longer, Monique.
I'm going to just say, know your worth. Know your worth.
Come on now.
Monique, Eddie, this conversation shouldn't even happen, to be honest. Monique, really Eddie Murphy. Monique, Eddie Murphy. Like, let's be real. I'm just saying what I've seen. I don't know why this conversation is going on. I think the people are kind of gearing towards what you were saying, Lynneopoly. Yeah. I don't think they're saying she is as great as Eddie Murphy, or I hope they're not saying that. But I think they're trying to pull the feminist card or something. But I really feel like Netflix, they just, based off the things you have, this is what we feel that we can pay you and get back,
I'm confused on the fact that she's admitted, hey, I've been blackballed. So she doesn't factor this into, this is why you're getting paid this amount. Like, I feel like that's a factor too. Like, you've been blackballed. So.
Yeah, I don't think, if you've been blackballed, everything's going to go accordingly. Just like Aries Spears, and that's a man, but he caused himself, and we don't even got to go into that. If you know what Aries Spears did, he made some comments about Jordan Peele, about his, what are we saying, that his comedy was more geared towards white people or something along that nature, and we're not into his stuff. Fast forward, Aries Spears, and I'm just skipping through the story, but fast forward, he goes to try out for a movie or play or something, and whatever it was he was trying out for, he looks at the bottom right corner, it says written by Jordan Peele. Now he's standing here trying out to be on something that was written by the same guy that you open your motherfucking big mouth and criticize, and needless to say, he did not get the part. He said he doesn't know if that had something to do with it, about him running his mouth.
I think that I'm
gonna sip my 500.
I'm gonna just say this real quick. I think that people, just similar to the post that we put in the group, how it said in a roasting session who would win between Dave Chappelle, Cat Williams, Kevin Hart, and Mike Epps.
Yeah,
it's just like everything is not everybody's strong suit. You know what I mean? Like to me, Jordan Peele is not like a skit guy. Like, I was not interested in him when he was on Mad TV or when he had that Key and Peele show. Like, that wasn't for me. But Get Out and Us, Weird City, and whatever else he's coming out with, like, that's for me. Like, that stuff is for me. His movie stuff, his TV type of stuff, that's for me. Twilight Zone, that's for me. So it's just like, that wasn't his strong suit, but, he tried it. It didn't work. But now he's doing something else and it's working. So it's like, you can't be mad at that. So,
knowing your lane. Like, I think, how they say know your audience, it seems like he knows his audience very well. Jordan Peele does. Aries Spears, on the other hand, he's opened his mouth on numerous occasions, and that's how he's in the situation he's in now. All in all, though, I'm looking forward to this stand-up. I hope y'all are. I'm open to the conversation of where y'all rate, Eddie Murphy. Matter of fact, if you want to, you want to talk about that, join the Velvet Vibes group. We do have this kind of conversation quite frequently on our Facebook page.
So I just have a question.
Go ahead.
Because what Dave Chappelle got, was it 60 million or 40 million?
He got
allegedly
60, and they offering Eddie 70.
Who do y'all think is funnier? Chappelle or Eddie Murphy?
I think...
Basically, like, who would you go see?
I think Dave. I know a lot of people fell off their chair right now. I would, for y'all that fell off your chair, I do feel Eddie is more talented. Wait a second. Let me clear this up. I'd rather hear Dave.
Yeah, let me clear this up. Which one would you get rid of? Let me clear it up because, like we just said, Dave. Stay in your lane and the whole nine. Who would you get rid of?
Then it would be Dave. Because besides the fact that the obvious, that we have less from him, that's the obvious. But I do feel like even if we had more Dave, I feel like Eddie's more talented. He showed us with the clumps that he could beat almost the whole damn cast. He showed us that with Norbit. And when he does it, you watch it and you get so into it, it's like you forget, like, oh, this is Eddie Murphy, that's Eddie Murphy. He reached across the table and talked to the other Eddie Murphy. And you just watching it like, oh, this is some good shit. And you're like, I'm just looking to a man speaking to himself. And I'm enjoying it. So that's talent all day long. Dave, I like, stand-up wise, I would prefer to see Dave. Even though his jokes are slow, it's like he tells a story and it just kind of drags along, and then it starts getting real serious and racist, and some, start talking about people getting killed and stuff, and it'd be like an undertone lesson in it. But normally when it gets to the bottom of the joke, it's still some humor in it. So that's what I like about Dave. I know, I don't like taking part in this, but...
I mean, I go to you like this. Movie-wise, I go with Eddie. I keep him for movie wise, but for his stand up wise,
it's a tough question. It's a loaded question.
It really is. But I would say Chappelle. I keep him for comedy because, you know, I used to watch the Chappelle show all the time. So
big fan. Since you posed this question, go on and flip it on yourself.
Oh,
Sis.
It's easy. It's easy. No offense, but I'm gonna get rid of Chappelle. No question. I mean, there's more. Basically, really, because it's more Eddie Murphy. But I mean, Eddie Murphy, he's funnier. Like Chappelle is like he started off.
Would you rather see stand up?
It's because I know what I'm gonna get with Chappelle, and it's like Eddie Murphy. It's like I have no idea what he's gonna do.
That's a good point.
Like I don't know what's gonna happen.
Especially now, it is a very curious show to see.
And just like with Lion King, I haven't seen Lion King, and I have like little to no interest of seeing Lion King. I haven't seen Aladdin, and I have little to no interest of seeing Aladdin because it's just like to me, those are my two classics. Like I can't, like if I see it, it's gonna be ruined pretty much.
Yeah. Side note, I saw this while I was on vacation. Mm-hmm. They finna come out with a Dora the Explorer movie. Yeah.
Yeah, we
You gonna go see it?
Hell no, I ain't gonna go see the Lion King either.
You're not gonna go see it either, right?
Nope.
What if your offspring want to see it? You gonna take her to
who?
Your offspring.
Who?
Take her to see what?
Lion King.
She ain't even seen the first.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, yeah, she won't know no difference. She'll be alright then.
Now she might want to go see Dora the Explorer.
Yeah, you might have to sit back and enjoy that. The damn Dora. But check this out. I got some news that.
And y'all gotta stop ruining these movies.
What, by remaking them?
Yeah, remaking it, switching characters. I don't know how this Little Mermaid's gonna go, but I hope the best. Mm-hmm. It's not one of my top movies, but I just hope the best. And this 007 with the woman, and she gonna be black. Like,
look,
I just hope the best.
Like Charlamagne said, I'm all for diversity and inclusion, but like the fact, I didn't even think of this. Because what they're saying is, now that I got the story clear, I thought like on this next movie, the woman was going to be, James Bond was going to be the black woman, but supposedly it's going to be as it should be. But in the movie, which I don't know why they told their plot twist, but they already put this out here. If you don't want to hear that, skip fast forward about 5 minutes.
Spoilers.
Spoiler alert. But it's been put out there by the makers of the movie that some point in the movie, James Bond is going to give away his title as 007 to her, and then going forward after this movie, she should be the Bond. But the question is her name Bond? And I think it's not. And it's like, is it going to be Jane Bond? Because that ain't right.
Have you seen the War Games? I mean, End Games?
Avengers? No, I never did see them. What?
It's a spoiler alert at the end of the movie. Captain America and be a black man.
Oh wow!
What? Oh, that's what that video was about.
I thought it was something else.
No,
I thought they said that he was ripping his pants off with Spider-Man or something like that.
See, that's why I haven't gone to see Toy Story. Yeah. I'm like, I'm not trying to be traumatized out here. It's too much. They said they're going to rip their pants off on there.
Yeah, Captain America, he's stepping down and passing on to his partner.
What? I'm just like, why are they making everything black? I appreciate this, first of all. Yeah. Like, this is, I'm happy about this. More of us is great. But I'm just like, is there a plot behind this? Should we be nervous? Or is it just like, this is positive stuff that's going on?
It's a big plot. Money. And I think it's all of this. I think, yeah. I think a white guy named Bob was sitting in the office with his legs crossed, drinking his Starbucks coffee, reading his newspaper, and he noticed that Black Panther sold how it did when that happened. And that was, I'm not gonna say that's the first time a black movie came out, but that's the first time, like, when we seen that and we saw what it did and we saw what we did to go support it. And not saying that nobody wants to see us do good, because there, some people might have the right mind. They might say, "Hey, I'm just trying to, be diverse." But I believe a lot of these companies are like, "Shit, if Black Panther did that, let's get a black Spider-Man, a black Superman, a black it's probably gonna be black Jeopardy, Black, like everything on. And the thing about it, it's like Lynneopoly said, yes, this is a good thing because we like shit. We getting in it. We out here now. But at the same time, it's kind of like, I know what y'all doing. I see y'all. I see what y'all doing, but I'm going to just count these dollars real quick and I'm going to let y'all do what y'all do. But
I'm going to just say, like, I don't know if y'all ever watched The Daily Show, but I'm going to give it to Trevor Noah. He kicked this all off when he replaced Jon Stewart on The Daily Show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like the first, hey, I'm going to replace the white guy.
Some feedback when that happened?
Yeah, it was some feedback. But he's still there. I think it's been like 4 or 5 years now, so...
Super salute to Trevor Noah. Now, this was some weird news that I noticed that it seems like something that could put a smile on Lynneopoly's face and probably shock me and ScorpionKing here. There was, and before I get into this, I'm going to get that commercial we promised, 500 vodka. You're going to go ahead and hear that and see why we sip it, and that's what we're sipping on right now, and this is why.
Okay, you got the Velvet Juggernaut here, and you may wonder what's in my cup. You know exactly what it is. You can't vibe if you're not drinking 500 vodka. Why, you ask? Great question. 500 vodka is gluten-free, corn-based, offers 3 outstanding flavors unmatched in the market today, with super ultra premium neutral and combo flavored vodkas, coconut, pineapple, and strawberry lime. So look, drink sexy, drink responsibly, and drink 500 vodka. Now, let's get on to the show.
Like you always know, you need to go ahead and get that at your local Total Wine. If you're here in San Antonio, some spots in Austin, raise the roof, make sure to sip it. If you're ever here visiting, make sure to grab yourself a bottle of Total Wine, a bottle of 500 vodka. I'm sipping, forgive my slurred verbiage. But like we were saying, with the this song Baby Shark. And if you don't know about Baby Shark, I know you do, but if you don't, after they say Baby Shark, what do they say, Lynneopoly? Baby Shark? Baby Shark?
I can't do it on the moment.
Well, there's a reason why I asked her to do this. This song has been proven, scientifically proven to be one of the most annoying songs of all time. And I think Los Angeles and a few other cities have decided to use this song to get homeless people off the street. Wow. So they've been having squad cars pull up under bridges and play this song. And supposedly it's been having a good effect. It's been causing homeless people to get up and like try to find jobs and try to move out from that area. And when they just relocate, they drive over there and they play Baby Shark. Do. So it's working. I don't know what it is, but if you hear that song, supposedly it make you want to get a job just to get away from.
This is insane.
So
cops don't got nothing better to do than heckle the homeless. That's all they got to do now. This is crazy.
This is crazy. They've put this as part of the movement out there in Los Angeles that they're just going to drive up under the bridge. Or why are you doing that face?
Y'all taking orders from Donald Trump?
Yeah, maybe Donald Trump told him to try this. Look, I can't make this shit up. I wish I was.
I wish somebody would wake me up with Baby Shark to do.
But tell the truth, if you heard that song, would you start like, if you were hearing that in your household, would you jump up and start getting dressed and like, oh, I need to get to work?
No,
like just to get away.
I would get to the speaker that's playing this and I would break it ASAP. But they gonna start the LA riots again or something for real. That's crazy. You can't. It's two things you don't mess with. People's sleep and people's food. Mm-hmm. It's like you just don't.
And they probably down there eating and they probably down there trying to sleep and they pulling up. And I know, I wasn't there. I just read the article, but I know they probably got it on full blast. And for people to get up and say, hey, I need to do better. I got to get away from where this song is. I got to get my life together. Nothing against the kid, because I think it's a kid that sings it, right? Or a baby or something.
Guess,
I think it's like a kid and a parent that's singing the song. So, hey, you went viral. I'm sure there's your debit card balance looks a little different than it used to. So I ain't going to hate on you. But yeah, if that song comes to my house, I will make some phone calls and see what's all popping today so I can go ahead and get out the household. Yeah, because I can't do it. Scorp.
What song would make you do that?
What make me get up and leave?
Yeah.
Probably hell, Baby Shark will make me leave, but it gotta be
Or that.
Yeah.
That right there.
Shout out to the neighbors. They do have a wild puppy out here in these streets. There was a battle of the ceilings. What?
Oh man! Oh my god!
Lynneopoly want to tell a story.
As I tell you, you do not mess with people's sleeping food, and I'm people. That's me.
I'm just gonna drink my 500.
You know, so this neighbor dog, was upstairs. You know, people pass by, the dog barks. I get it. I was asleep, minding my business, sleep. The dog was barking, so I got up, peeked out the window to see, hey, maybe there's somebody standing right there, so I can tell them, hey, what you doing?
Get out of there.
Or shoot an arrow with the crossbow. Who knows? Either way. Anyway, so I peek out there. No one's there. So I'm like, okay, the dog's barking. No one's there. And I just went back to sleep. Then I woke up again because the dog was barking. So I peek out again because I'm like, maybe someone is standing here and I just missed it. So I peek out again. As I peek out, the dog across the way starts barking too. And I'm like, man, now you barking to wake up this other dog barking. Now everybody's barking.
It's a contest going on.
And I can't go to bed. So I just went ham. Like that was me. Like I just went ham. I grabbed the broom. At first I started hitting the wall with my hand. I was like, I can't injure my own hand. This is starting to hurt.
Her pretty fingers start hurting.
Yeah, my hands started hurting. So I got the broom and I started hitting the roof. And I was like, oh,
bang.
I was like, they probably sleep in here. It's like the living room. They probably sleep. So I went into where the kids upstairs were probably sleeping, and I banged the roof in there.
So
wake up the kids.
So your goal was to wake the kids up.
Yeah, so they can get disturbed. So hopefully they were doing it. The kids woke up, started beating on the door saying it's crazy over here.
So there's an upset dog, there's crying babies, and there's interrupted intercourse.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my plan. You ruined my sleep, now I'm gonna ruin your everything.
Yeah, no sleep, no sex, no happy dog.
So I banged the roof where the kids are at, wake up the kids upstairs. Then I come into the other room where I know the parents are probably sleeping, and I bang the roof in there.
Oh my god.
And wake up the parents, and I guess they got the dog, or they walked the dog, or whatever it needed, because it was quiet after that.
Yeah, the dog stopped, and they woke up playing Teach Me How to Dougie is what I was informed.
Now, don't use this for evidence or nothing, but if this happens again, I'm going to go upstairs.
Oh, yeah.
Guaranteed. Flip-flops, house shoes, robe, whatever it is. Like, I'm going upstairs.
Top rope action.
Exactly. Body slam somebody? I don't know.
Now, I do want to get into some top 5 comments. Now,
oh wow,
yeah, there's.
By the way, my song was Macarena. If somebody played Macarena,
that'll make you leave.
Yeah, I would be upset. That Macarena.
Yeah, that is. Oh, you know what else? I'll tell you what. Who let the dogs out? Who? And that ain't just because the song, what the story you just told, but that song, I hate this song.
Don't be hating on Bahaman. They trying to make it out here.
That song annoying as fuck.
Watch him drop a song tomorrow.
He better not. I'm gonna whoop that ass so I get hold of him. Scorp, is this song to piss you off? That if you hear it, you gonna leave?
I'm not leaving. I'm telling you right now.
You gonna turn? Y'all gonna have a music battle?
No, I'm telling you, you better cut this shit off. Yeah. Fucking leave. I'm not leaving my house.
Yeah.
Turn this shit off.
What if the police pull up playing this song?
Learn
Macarena.
When
Scorp came, he ran off. No matter what song you play, he remaining in place.
I'm gonna cut this shit off when I'm sleeping.
Oh my gosh!
You gonna sleep through it?
No, I'm telling him to cut it off.
You ain't have
it off. I'm gonna have to force action for them to cut it off.
Oh, he gonna put his wrestling boots on and a leg drop coming up on y'all bitch ass. The top 5 comments.
Oh, man.
And there's a little smooth tune about to come to you right now about top 5 comments.
Top 5 comments, baby. I got the top 5 comments, baby. Top 5 comments, baby. Top 5 comments, baby. Top 5 comments, baby.
Say less. I was this offended me, and I gotta go to make sure I tell it exactly how it happened. But there was a gentleman by the name of
What was the post first?
Goodfella. We was talking about fried fish.
Oh yeah, I got upset with his comment too.
And we like to talk about, you was asking in the group, like we said, check us out on Facebook. We asked, what do you put on your, fried fish, catfish at that? The options was ketchup, tartar sauce, hot sauce.
Louisiana.
Louisiana hot sauce.
No Tabasco in that category.
And somehow, I don't know who do this. If y'all do this, please contact me. Mustard.
Yeah.
I haven't heard about mustard and catfish. And I'm from Mississippi, and we don't do that. And don't try to y'all tell it's a South thing, because it ain't. Y'all must been doing that up north or something. But anyway, this good fella, he says he don't put none of this. That he'd prefer to eat dry catfish. And I know it's people out there. Shout out to Iceberg Slim John, that got the interview on YouTube. That he said he don't believe in condiments. He don't dip his chicken strips in honey mustard. He don't dip it in barbecue sauce. He don't dip it in ketchup. He don't put ketchup on his fries. He eat everything dry.
Why?
Everything dry.
Did you ask why?
He said everything tastes better that way.
What?
Man,
Which concerns me.
On time I eat my fries dry, I gotta be real drunk.
Oh my God. Look, you ain't even gotta put what I put. I like hot sauce on mine. If you say ketchup, if you say mustard, I don't know what it's there for, but
I do hot sauce and ketchup.
But dry? And I ain't saying, I know somebody thinking, yeah, if you season it right, you won't need to have sauce on it. Bullshit. I want sauce on it. I done had some good shit. I'll even barbecue when people say, oh, if it's so good, it don't need sauce. Yes. Hey, I'll try it dry and I'll say, oh, this is good. Pass me the barbecue sauce. I don't care who make it. Bobby Flay or what? Pass me the barbecue sauce. Want a catfish? Pass me the hot sauce.
Louisiana.
Lynneopoly, am I too upset about this? Or do I have a right to be upset?
No, I'm upset too.
Yeah.
I agree. Like, I couldn't even watch you eating like this. This is crazy. Like,
you'll sneak and squirt something?
Yeah.
You'd be like, ooh, what's that on the wall? Squirt? Ooh, somebody gonna eat some tartar sauce today? Hot sauce or something?
That's crazy.
Yeah. Shout out to Goodfella. He got an interview up too, so, go check him out. But, yeah, go ahead, Lynneopoly. I hear some feedback.
And for that Slim, he lying. So he don't got ketchup packets. I thought he had ketchup packets at his house in that drawer. Everybody got a ketchup packet drawer.
Mr. Slim John.
I know this guy.
Yeah.
He has ketchup packets in his drawer.
Man.
I'm gonna reach out to him about
He
that.
got a lie. He been trying to make everybody mad.
I need more details about
I've
this.
seen about the hot sauce in your house, man.
I seen it.
There's another situation that happened. Actually, there's a post about what if, and this one wasn't just humorous, but this one just made my eyes get big. What if you go on a date with a young gentleman, and when the bill comes out, he just slide that receipt right over to you young ladies out there. If you're a lady and you listening, picture a big old hand smacking the receipt and pushing it right to your direction. What would you do was the question. Wow. A lot of women said that they would not call this guy again. They would block him. They would flip him off. A gentleman named Chauncey Durrell.
Where come from?
He said,
been missing a long way.
you know, he only come for this kind of stuff.
Where he been? He need to get him back on the show.
He said, these reactions are the reason I don't believe in women's independence and don't support feminism. So,
we're gonna need you on the show to elaborate more.
You need more details?
Yeah.
This man went in. These reactions are the reason I don't support in women's independence and I don't support feminism. Followed up by Menace putting glory hallelujah in the comments. But I think that one speaks for itself.
How do you not support women independence?
He said
I
that
said he gonna have to come back on the show and elaborate.
I think I know what he means because I've heard a lot of men basically say if a woman wants to be independent, she should not at the same time should not expect nothing from a man because he's so independent. He should not have to open the door. He should not have to
Wait a second.
do anything.
Are y'all independent?
But the thing
Or men?
is,
What?
the post is saying is y'all get that bill and the man slide the bill to you. So
I'm still independent.
So in other words, the man expecting you to pay for his high bill if it's high. He might want to get the highest thing on the menu.
All that take is a conversation.
So are y'all independent? If y'all sliding it to us, are y'all independent?
No.
If we cooking y'all's meals and cleaning y'all's houses, are you independent?
No.
Then what? This wild. So no one's independent.
Let's see. Yeah, no, because
we all dependent.
if you're receiving anything from anybody, then you're null and void when it comes to independence.
So
I would like to argue with that, but facts are facts.
Is this a first date or a blind date?
we were going for first date.
Okay.
I would say like if y'all been dating for a while, it's probably more acceptable.
Yeah, it's more acceptable. If y'all just first time.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that on the first date. And I also would say this too. Anytime I'm going anywhere, date, not date, or whatever, if I don't have money, I'm going to make it clear before we get there.
Exactly.
I don't care if I'm going with my homeboys. If they say, yo, let's go get something to eat, I'm going to say, yo, I don't got money. If you say you got me, cool. But I'm not going to wait and then order, and I'm going to be like, oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you, bro. You got me, bro. Like, let your boy know when he already know what's up. If you don't know what's up, you might act funny and then be like, oh, you acting funny. Like, shit, I ain't know. I got $3. I'm trying to get on the value menu myself. You tapping into my shit. Hell, I wanted 2 McDoubles and a fry. Now we in the cigarette coin thing, the little coin thing. And your meal changing, you know. Conversation. It ruled the nation.
You know how to get a McDouble and a small fry.
Yeah.
Split that McDouble in half.
And also know the rules. When somebody pay for your food, know the rules. I had a homeboy. I never will forget. My homeboy, we always at McDonald's. My homeboy said, hey, he ordered 2 McDoubles. He looked at me. He said, Velvet, in parentheses. That's not what he said, but he called me by my name, which y'all don't need to know. And then he said, do you want something? I noticed that he ordered 2 McDoubles. So I knew that his money was kind of as bad as mine, except mine was a little worse at the time. I said, yeah, bro, appreciate that. I'm going to take a McDouble myself. And then he asked my other homeboy, would you want something? He said, I'm going to take the Big Mac meal. It's supersized.
With the apple pie.
Yeah, the apple pie and all this other shit. Now, my thing, besides the fact that you out of pocket,
people be wild with your money.
If I see that you order McDouble, how I'm gonna order the combo? And I saw you didn't order the combo, so apparently you don't got it like that.
That's why. If somebody paying for me, the first thing I ask, what is my price limit?
Yeah, you wanna know what you capping out at?
What's my price limit? That's the first thing I ask.
Yeah.
That's a smart thing. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Either you can ask straight up, or I'm just gonna kind of order like you. Now, if you ordering lobster tails, I ain't gonna try to meet you at lobster tails either, because that might be kind of fucked up too. Like if you say I'm gonna have the lobster tails, I might say, oh shit, I don't know what kind of paying for me you doing here, but I'm gonna just take the fish with no sides. Cause I'm, and then you be like, oh, bro, you good. Then I'm like, oh, okay. I'm gonna take the lobster tail too. Hell, shit. I would put mine with the butter garlic too. So.
Oh my god.
And the red wine.
that bill come back, both of y'all be living crazy.
Yeah, now sometimes you gotta take off running. But
I did that cool.
Lynneopoly, how do you work when you ain't the one paying? How do you operate? What you're ordering?
Oh yeah, pretty much like y'all.
Yeah.
I mean, you just kind of go off what they're ordering, and you just order the same, or you be easy. You don't say I'm about to eat for the day right now. You just like, hey, I'm trying to get by. Or if it's a nice place, it's like, oh, okay, let me order a little differently. But
now, what if they order the lobster tails? Are you meeting them at lobster tails? Or are you going?
I'm probably just gonna get the scampi.
You just tone it down a little
yeah,
bit.
get a little shrimp.
Tone it down.
A shrimp kebab.
Now, there was another post that went up. This comment number 3. We're talking about do men ever unwillingly have sex? Because we know that there's times that a woman may not want to do it, and she just be like, I'm going to go on and do it so he can go on and go to bed, and we just call it a day. Now, this gentleman, he went ahead and went on to say, Sean Calvin, the menace. He said, yes, we do have sex without, wanting to do it. We just go through the motions without enjoying it. It's called lazy noodle.
I saw it.
Oh my gosh.
He went on to say it's called lazy noodle. I don't think I need to, we know what gummy worms are and we know what lazy noodles are. I don't need to elaborate on this, but I will say that it brought quite the humor, and there was a lot of people that followed suit for y'all that don't have your own jokes in the back pocket. But I saw a bunch of Lazy D comments that went on to follow this. But hey, each joke made us chuckle, but it was noticed. If you want to get top 5, you got to be creative out here in the streets. Now, number 2. Just want to get a little... Oh, God, I forgot about this.
Wait a second. When y'all be doing this whole lazy noodle thing, do y'all get yours, or you just be like, oh, you got yours? Cool. I'm going to bed. It's done. I'm good.
When we do that, it's either or. Because anytime that I've done lazy noodle, if, let's not even use the word noodle, because noodle is kind of like...
It's long, though.
But it's kind of like... It's like there's no erection going on. That word sounds like...
Maybe it's a dry noodle.
Yeah, lazy dry noodle. Laying on moisture. A dry noodle in water.
I'm not fooling chocolate.
Anytime I gave the dry noodle on water,
What?
I normally hit this move where I'm probably laying on my back. And I don't know if you ever tried to mix sleep and sex at the same time, where you kind of had your hands up and you kind of had your head turned to the side, like your head is turned to the side and you're just receiving the services that's given to you. But you're into it enough that you're still hard. And I think it kind of works like this. If she get hers, and I know I wasn't into it no way, I think I ain't gonna even try to keep going, because I was just doing it for that purpose. So I might be like, yeah, I'm cool. So once we get to the point that we getting a slice of pie and getting up and getting towels, I might just go to sleep. But if I do achieve my goal, or if she achieves her goal and I follow suit, that's definitely not an issue. And I'm not unhappy about this, because then if I wasn't into it, I might get inspired during that moment to become, have the Forrest Whitaker eyeballs. ScorpionKing, I don't want to hear about your top performance. I want to hear about the time you really don't want to do it and you've gone through with it.
Yeah, did you just get yours, or you...
Do you care if you can choose?
you didn't?
I know us guys don't like to talk about our not good days.
It's not about your performance, though. It's
I
just
know,
whether you...
I already know that. It's this
I had some good days.
I did this too. And I didn't feel like doing it with her. So, like Viv said, you got them moments where you want to lay on your back. She wasn't seeing my face expressions or none of that, because it was dark. It was nighttime. So.
Yeah. You had one eye closed.
One that being said, I was just laying there while she just doing her business and everything, and I was just rubbing my forehead and Might throw a in there a couple of times,
Yeah,
knowing I wasn't feeling it.
Filler words.
So I got mad. She was still going. I didn't even let her know.
You just.
Then all of a sudden, I was just like, you know what? I gotta go to the bathroom.
What?
Went in the bathroom. Nah, look. I told her I had to go to the bathroom, so I went to the bathroom. Washed up and got in the bed. She's like, what you doing? I said,
She ready for some more?
Yeah, she ready for some more. I said, no, I'm finna go to bed.
Oh my God. You know, I think I got raped one time, now that you remind me.
Oh my God.
Because it was a time I remember that I was like so drunk. You know when you be drunk and then they start having sex? But you normally wake up like they wake you up having sex. Kind of like the Bart Simpson meme when they say that dick better be up when I'm in the house. But it was a time that I was like so gone that I remember, like I think it happened before I went to sleep. And then once we went to sleep, like normally if somebody do something to you while you sleep, whatever it may be, head or just doing it, you gonna jump up like, oh yeah. I think I was still asleep. But somehow, you know how dudes be sleeping, head being on hard. I woke up and it was already happening. Like I was just asleep and I woke up and I was in the middle of it was already going on.
You thought it was a wet dream.
I guess so. But I was like, how is this? I was like, then I was thinking, how long has this been going on for, if the bed moving around for me to not have even been aware. So I know this ain't nothing to joke about, but I was a victim.
I've been down that road before.
Okay, so I guess all dudes have.
To me, I thought it was a wet dream.
And you woke up, you were doing it for real.
I woke up doing it for real.
See, that's the unconscious noodle right there. We'll tell Menace about that. He probably ain't heard about that one yet. Now there's a comment, and this one was so crazy. It was a post that said, "These days." It was about a young gentleman had some locks and he had a grill. And a gentleman in the comments said, I would love to give this other gentleman numerous back shot. Yeah, and you can give me the words verbatim when you find it. But there was a young lady in the comments named Lynneopoly.
Not read the top 5 comments.
Oh my God.
How I get here?
Man, this comment had me. I was so damn dead when I heard this shit. Because it said, I would love to get several back shots from this dude. And then people was like, what the fuck? And
what?
Lynneopoly said, oh, his girlfriend wrote this. So, what to me, why that's so funny, it's already funny that the comment she left, but it's even more funny because it made me think, your girl was probably not only going through your phone at this time,
she forgot she was holding your phone.
She forgot she was holding your phone in the first place. So she was like, oh shit, I'm on Instagram and I see this dude, and she commented, going off this theory with the comment that Lynneopoly posted, she go in the dude comments, I would love to receive some back shots. Now it say Bob had requested back shots from Jason.
Wow. You've been caught.
Yeah. And hey, do as you please these days, but if it happens this way, I don't care. I'm finna laugh. If your girlfriend went through your phone and she's requesting back shots, and it looked like you requested them, you better believe I'm crossing my legs and I'm about to make myself another glass of 500, and I'm going to enjoy the conversation and where it goes from after there. Now, there was a picture of a couple, a young lady hiding behind a brick wall and a young man hiding behind a brick wall. And they looked like they were peeking out into the distance. And they wanted to, and it said, the caption said, what are these guys about to do? The young lady was clenching her dress as if she was about to remove it. The correct answer, or the obvious answer, would be, oh, I think they're about to do it. And that's where I thought everyone was going to go.
That's what I thought.
A gentleman named Makeda Brown, and I hope I'm not slaughtering your name, maybe it's Makeda Brown. He goes on to say, no, they're just going to doo-doo.
What?
First of all,
Oh my god.
how they gonna do that? She clenching her dress and he peeping.
Matter of
Around the
fact,
brick wall.
I got the comment here. I'm gonna read it verbatim.
He finna tear that ass up.
He said she got a doo-doo, and he just being a gentleman and looking out for her safety.
Fuck that.
Oh my god.
Shout out to everybody that was involved in these top 5 comments, especially that one. Good grief. If you need the boo-boo of people out there, make it to the toilet. Don't hide behind a wall. Don't have a gentleman try to watch out for you. Because if you want to get back shots, as we heard on the last comment, he probably won't want to participate in that after this has taken place. And he know he was a part of it. But now, I want to get to this motherfucking face app. Everybody out here turning into senior citizens.
I did mine on vacation. I didn't even post.
Oh, you seen yours and you ain't
I
posted?
didn't even post.
Why you hide it, Scorp?
I ain't hiding it.
You don't want this in the...
We made a post about it. You gotta go drop it in there.
Yeah. You thought the Russian spies were going
I
to
ain't
get you?
see yours. I sent yours on Instagram.
Oh, yeah. Lynneopoly? What's wrong with these Russian
I
spies?
have too many comments about this.
You have too many?
Too many.
And
First
then,
of all,
then it's going viral.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
First of all, what does it mean when your current picture looks like your old picture? Does that mean you look old now, or you ain't gonna age? Because my picture looks kind of similar.
Yours look the same.
So I'm like, does that mean I'm not gonna age, or I look old currently? And it's just like,
Oh, no, I see what
you
you're
just,
saying.
you know,
No, it means
you're gonna keep looking like you.
Aging with grace.
You're gonna keep looking like you. So
Like fine wine. The situation. No,
you can answer this question.
no, look. You think it's a bias here?
Wow.
Look, I'm gonna just say this. Hell, you look better than I did. I tell the truth about mine. I wasn't looking so hot. Man. I hope that's, the app been exaggerated. And shout out.
Exaggerated? You look similar. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah. Me and Lynneopoly do look alike. We did discover this.
Oh, my God.
We put a poll up. Do me and Lynneopoly look alike? Everybody voted yes. Shout out to all the Russian spies out there. If you spying on us, make sure to spy on me and Lynneopoly. Look through our Xbox. Look through.
You look similar to your old picture. Your old picture looks like your new picture. You're one of these people.
I'm a senior citizen. I'm old with it. It's good.
My full beard is white and my face is wrinkled.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Man, we gotta see that.
Yeah, please.
We gotta see
post
that. Either
shit.
drop it or let us see.
In private session.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, drop that shit. I need to see that.
But my thing is with the Russian spy thing,
Please,
I'm like,
get to that.
I'm like, what is everybody talking about? Every day you drop a new picture. Everybody's on Snapchat with all these filters. Everybody's on Instagram with all these filters and stuff. Like, it has to recognize your face to put the filter on you.
True.
So it's already done. Like, anything they want from you, it's already done. It's done. Whenever you pick your phone up and you're looking into it, that camera is like rolling if it wants to roll, and it's recording your face right
most people
there.
got the face recognition lock on their phone. Like, you ain't even got to put a code in. It's like you look at it and then it opens.
And when you post a picture, sometimes it's like, oh, let me tag it for you. It's
It
like,
automatically be tagging folks.
it's like, how you know that's them? And it be them.
And that's, you see what I'm saying? That's scary as hell.
It's like you have 1,000 friends on Facebook. How would know from the thousands of friends that this one person in this picture is that?
I'm gonna tell you what something happened.
Wow.
Something happened to me was last week.
Mm-hmm.
Classmate of mine had posted some pictures of us in the yearbook, and then he had sent me a notification and said this person has posted up a picture and you might be in this picture. And I looked at it like, how in the hell is no I was in the damn picture?
Were you in the picture?
Yeah.
And it was in high school?
It was in high school.
And that's an old picture. No,
Yeah.
And I'm like, how the hell this shit know?
That's crazy.
Wow.
Then it had my picture like in a box, in a square.
Yeah.
So it picked you. Like,
Yeah.
it's like this
Yeah.
you.
Like, how the fuck? And then it said, if it's you in this picture, tag yourself in.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That would be happening. And the thing about it, I'm at the point now, I used to be like, oh man, it's scary that we got people looking at us and stuff. Now I'm like, I don't give a fuck no more. When I go to try on clothes at the little, clothing store, Burlington, Ross, whatever, when I be in there, I used to be like, oh, somebody looking through the mirror, somebody. I'm like, you gonna see this ashy ass. I don't give a fuck. If you want to see it, look. If you don't want to see it, you might want to turn around. It's going to see a scratch mark on my leg where I didn't apply the lotion yet. See what you want to see.
That's the energy I be having. Like when I first started this job and I was staying in different hotels and stuff like that, it's a legit job, you guys. Simmer down.
Yeah.
So when I started this job and I was in different hotels, I was like, man, someone could have planted a camera in here, X, Y, and Z. Now I'm just like, man, I go in there and I act normal. So I'm like, if I see a video of me on the internet, I'm about to sue the mess out of you. Mm-hmm. Like, that's all I need to know.
So like, you don't want your ice cream lick and you don't want to
I'm suing you. Like, like, it's wild. But I'm just like, man, there's nothing really you can do. People are going to do what they're going to do. The government's going to do what it's going to do.
I agree. What the fuck can you do? Now I'm like, see what you want to see. People be like, oh, watch it on this website. Watch it on that website. It's the one thing, I done said this off the microphones before, and I'm going to say it on the microphone. If you steal my identity, you will want to know what the return policy is. Mm-mm. You will give it back. I ain't going to request it back. You'll say, oh, shit, I don't want to be this guy. You don't want to be me. You come with child support and income tax issues and whatever else you want to. You take it you want to. I'm inviting the smoke because I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Shit, I really don't. I'm like, oh, it happened again.
You at the point where you like, we can do face off right now. You can take the whole face. Take me. Take it. Look, see how far you gonna make it right now.
Hell, we might can swap up for a little bit. I'm like, shit, we could do like Class Act. I'd be Blade Brown. Scorp, did you have any fear? You ain't had no fear about it? You don't give a fuck? Scorp don't give a fuck either about this damn face app. So with that being said, don't y'all be scared. If y'all want to see what y'all look like a senior citizen, you want to see you as your granddaddy or whatever, go ahead and do that.
Man, yeah, exactly. Don't listen to these people on social media. Or none of the social medias, because it's just like every day people be posting different stuff. First, you can't be eating cows, and it's like, oh, because cows do this. And I saw this gross video of them popping like a bump on a cow or something, and I'm like, why you post this? I literally saw you post a hamburger yesterday. Like, what are you doing to me right now?
That's the funny thing.
I'm like, you don't even believe in half the stuff you posted. So it's just like, why are you trying to traumatize me?
They should be clicking that share button.
I seen the other day where this post where this woman seasoning some slab of ribs, and they had on there talking about do not eat ribs because ribs give you cancer. I'm like,
see,
come on, man.
But you about to eat the rib right now.
Have you seen the Cheetos when they set them on fire?
Yeah.
Like they say, whatever the hot stuff is flammable. So they like, if it's set on fire, it must not be good. And they put a lighter by it and then it catches right on fire. My thing is this. I used to listen to the internet. I used to say, ooh, shit, I might not want to eat this. Oh, shit, I might. Now, damn, I can't eat shit. I try to eat something, they're like, oh, you can't eat pork. You know this? I'm like, all right, cool. I need to lay off the pork. Then they're like, oh, you drink too much milk, you get kidney stones. I'm like, shit, I already lactose intolerant. I don't give a fuck about that. I be shitting everywhere I go. I like, shit, I'm gonna eat the ice cream. I'm gonna take a shit. I'm gonna have a bad day. Everybody gonna have a bad day to come with me. It's gonna be a bad time. It's gonna be all a bad time. I don't care. Then you say, don't eat this. Don't eat that. Then you say, oh, did you know, actually, you need sugar because sugar good. Then they say, oh, sugar, the most addictive thing, it's more addictive than heroin. Then I say, oh, shit, it's like heroin? I don't want no sugar. Then they say, oh, fat is good. Then you eat fat and they say, boy, you're getting fat. And I say, okay, how much fat I need here? So, I'm cool. I give up.
It's just like I'm
going to eat my snacks and play video games and drink. So
it's just like my girl. She going around telling me that, where I'm from, we grew up on Walmart food. Yeah. Stuff like this. She said Walmart ain't got real food. And she got her kids going around bleeding that shit. And I tell her, look, I'm still here. I grew up on Walmart food.
Talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, Walmart ain't did me no wrong. True story, we had bought some ground beef from Walmart one time. And her kids were hollering, this meat tastes weird. And they was like,
it's in their head now.
And then they holler, it's from Walmart. I'm like, really? I said, y'all finna get off this shit.
Look, only thing you gotta do is that go have some Walmart meat already at the house, run the HEB, buy another one, let them go sit in the other room, whip up some tacos or some shit, let them eat it, and they say, boy, this is good, and say, yeah, I used the Walmart one, they get little motherfuckers. Then I say, oh, it's fake. That's how you gotta do them real quick. They get off of it. So, man, I don't know. I ain't gonna say eat what you want to eat, go crazy. There is you gotta have some respect. Your body is a temple. But at the end of the day, hell, every time them people be like, oh, this person lived to be 120, then they be like, oh, what's your secret? Oh, fried bologna and hog lips and drinking beer every day. I'm like, what? I'm like, here I am eating baby spinach and do.
Baby shark?
Yeah. I'm like, well, shit, I need to get down then. I want my nachos back.
Look, I feel like Drake, I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah.
You know why? Like, it's just, the internet is like a bad friend, even though basically, yeah, everybody on the internet is basically your friend, but it's just like, it's like a bad friend. They're like, oh, you're in this bad relationship. You should really get out of it. Mm-hmm. And meanwhile, they in a bad relationship too. It's
they
like,
got all the advice and they doing the same shit.
I'm gonna need you to fix yourself before you start posting this stuff.
Hell, most of the shit people share, they be sharing stuff. You go read the article, it be from 2016 and all kind of other shit. So I'm like, bro, man, I can't even share what you sharing. I can't even accept your knowledge. It's outdated knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
It's craziness.
And look,
it's just like we talked about this before about the Black Mermaid situation.
Oh my god.
My girl found this documentary and wanted me to watch it. I told her I'm not watching it.
About mermaids?
Yeah, talking about mermaids are real. We had this whole conversation.
They're real?
She said they're real. I said, look, if you can't show me no real live mermaid with my own two eyes, I don't believe it.
Yeah.
I ain't studying nothing what this documentary talking about. They is real. They look like aliens.
What you think about Bigfoot then? Y'all believe in Bigfoot?
If I ain't seen Bigfoot, I don't believe in it.
I believe in it.
The Loch Ness Monster.
I believe in that. I definitely believe in the Loch Ness.
Yeah, I believe in the Loch Ness Monster.
I believe in the Loch Ness for sure. Like that ocean, the ocean's super suspicious.
It ain't even been all discovered. So
exactly.
They said, I've seen documentaries. I know we got an anti-documentary guy in here. But I've seen documentaries and I've read stuff that says like at the bottom of the ocean, there's holes at the bottom of the oceans that goes further than the surface as far as you can see down there. And they've like put cameras down there and there's so much pressure in the ocean that it explodes. Like the camera just busts. And of course, so you can't just say, I'm gonna just go down there. You would explode. So they haven't seen what's down there. And they've seen animals that come out of there, little squids and stuff. So they know stuff is down there. So to me, I think it's creepy that there's parts of the earth. Yeah, there's animals on the land that we haven't seen, but there's stuff in the sea that we've never seen and we ain't even been down there. We don't even know what's down there.
It makes you wonder, how are they not busting? Like, how are they not exploding? That's
my point. Because I'm like, if they're not blowing up and they're down there, what is it about their genetic makeup, about their body that makes them where they can take being down there? So it's probably some creepy motherfucking shit down there. That giant squid and all this other shit.
And all the stuff we be putting into the ocean. Like, I'm not an environmentalist and all this other stuff, but we be putting a lot of stuff in the ocean. So, like, stuff be, like, mutating and stuff like that. And I just came to realize, I don't know if even people know what's going on out here, but the more I travel, I thought this was just a isolated thing that maybe Texas does in certain locations. But do y'all realize what happens with our trash?
Oh, in the ocean.
Like the trash, like the dumpster people be picking up, like
they find out where they take it to.
They just take it and put it into a pile and put dirt on it. So you think it's like a mountain, but it's a pile of dirt. I mean, a pile of trash.
Have you ever been to the landfill back at home?
No, but
yeah, I've seen it plenty of times before. I
thought that was just a one-time thing that they were doing. I didn't know they were doing that everywhere.
And in the city, they put it on a big barge. And they just go way out somewhere in the ocean. They just dump it in the ocean.
What?
Yeah.
I heard that too.
Yeah.
So my thing is, if you're just dumping it off like that, and if you're dumping it on land, I used to hear the term landfill all the time too. I just didn't realize when you say that.
I thought they were burning it or something. I didn't know they were actually just piling it up into mountains of trash.
Now we probably driving by like saying, "Oh,
Trash
honey,
mountain.
oh, honey, look at the scenery. It's so beautiful." And you looking over there, it's a mountain, it's a little clouds, and it's like nice and blue over there. And you looking at a bunch of shit, a pile of shit, as Scorpion say.
That's what it is, man.
Yeah. Oh
That's
my
crazy.
goodness.
That's what it is.
What you think about Bigfoot then, Lynneopoly? Do you?
I mean, I believe in it. I mean, I believe it's possible. That's
I'm
what
a
I'll
little
say.
sketchy
Just like
about him.
aliens, I believe they're possible too. So.
You believe in aliens?
They're possible.
I believe in aliens, and I know we talked about this before, but Bigfoot, I'm not gonna say, of course, none of us don't know for sure. I'm a little sketchy on it, and I think because I always see them on that thing that say we saw Jesus on a toast and Jesus on a tortilla, and I always see him in that kind of the sources that you hear from it. But I'm still at the same time being some of the stuff that I've seen in my day. I'm not gonna just rule it off. But like you said, the Loch Ness Monster, not a question. We ain't gotta get spooky in here because we are in the dark. So I'm gonna move right on. I'm getting scared.
Do you believe in dinosaurs, Scorp?
Yeah, I believe they do exist. They did exist.
Oh, okay.
I do believe in that.
Lynneopoly have a theory about
I'm
that.
not gonna go into it. We got another time.
Yeah, it's a whole long thing. So tell me this, and this where it get interesting, and we probably gonna dig deep into this shit. Do you believe in soulmates, soulmates and destiny? Like Scorp, do you feel like you was meant to be with somebody, or do you believe like whatever happened?
I got 2 points.
Yeah, talk about it.
Because
This ain't just a yes or no question.
I know. Because at first, I did think that, in previous relationships, we was meant to be, stuff like that.
It's a
And
gospel
then,
song playing in heaven when y'all meet.
then turned out it wasn't. So now I just go with the flow. Cause like you said, you learn a lot of stuff in previous relationships. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. What to do, what not to do, what to say, what not to say, stuff like that. So that's why I said, in my opinion, it's a 2-part answer. So for all those who say that, I wish you luck. Wish you the best.
Yeah.
Don't be out here desperate.
Let it happen.
Like these folks on 90 Day Fiance.
Oh my God.
So, yeah. Just take your time, man. Don't rush into nothing.
So that's what soulmate, but what about destiny? Do you believe how people say this was destined to happen? Like not even just like the person you with, but like this was supposed to happen like this was supposed to happen like that.
Sometimes I do think that, I don't see it. Honestly. No, I don't say it's our destiny.
Yeah.
I don't say that, but the person that I hear from, I kind of just try to see.
Yeah.
As time goes along, was it destiny? Are you true? Or is it true that what you said, or is it just false?
Try the truth.
So I just go with the flow.
I feel you on that. Lynneopoly, do you believe in soulmate, and do you believe in destiny?
I believe in. I don't believe in. I don't know. I never really thought about it. I guess I don't believe in a soulmate. I believe maybe there's few people that you're compatible with. Let me say that. I don't think that you could just walk up to anybody and say, okay, we can be in a relationship if you do X, Y, and Z. Like, it's just not going to work because they want, completely different things. But I do feel like there are certain people in the world that it's just like you're just going to be more compatible with. And it's not that many people. So in a sense, it's kind of like you have soulmates. Mm-hmm. But I don't think it's just one single person. And if you do want to go with that theory, like, you could say there's one person that you're like super compatible with, compared to everyone else. But I think you can make it work with, other people, if that makes sense.
And what about destiny? Do you think stuff
does that make sense though?
No, it make perfect sense to me.
Okay.
It make perfect sense. And if you're sitting back listening, I hope it make perfect sense, to you, because I think you explained it well. What about destiny? Like, do you think stuff is just that's how it was supposed to happen, or?
I mean, I don't think there's destiny. I feel like there was destiny. When this all started, I think God had like a more of a hands-on thing with us, and now I feel like he's just kind of like, y'all do y'all's thing.
The recliner back.
Yeah, he's like, y'all do y'all's thing. I don't know what's going on, because I feel like at first it was like, hey God, come put this fire out real quick. Mm-hmm. Like, and then he was like, okay, cool, I got you. And he puts a little fire out.
Say less.
And then now it's like he turns around every millisecond, somebody's saying, hey, come put this fire out. And it's just like, you know what?
Shoot, we ain't even praying the same. Somebody's saying, put the fire out. Somebody's saying, Lord, let it keep burning.
Yeah.
Who knows how that works?
So he's just like, you know what? It's on y'all. It's on y'all to figure out. I feel like, because I believe in God. I mean, I think that if you don't believe in God, it's probably harder.
As soon as she stopped talking. Anyway, go ahead.
I think if you don't believe in God, it's harder to believe in destiny. That's what I would think. I don't know this, but, since I do believe in God, I think that he has more involved with us. So it's just like, like I was going to compare it with your kids and stuff like that. Like, if you have a kid, it's just like at first, when they're a baby, you're like, hey, they're a little baby. They don't know anything. Let me, tell them about everything. Let me be there. If they're about to fall, let me catch them. Mm-hmm. Like they're learning to walk and stuff like that. But after a while, after you've told them, hey, sit down, don't touch this, don't do that. After a while, you're going to just let them touch it. You're just going to let them fall. You're just going to be like, you're just going to have to learn.
You got to find out.
Yeah, you just got to find out. And I feel like that's where God is at with us. Like, like he's just like, you know what, y'all just have to fall and learn. And hopefully, if you have a brother and sister, y'all can get along and help each other grow, which we all are supposed to help each other. And, but all in all, it's not destiny because I feel like God has backed out of it. So it's just like, y'all do y'all's own thing and figure it all out. So where you go, you go. Where you don't go, you don't go.
And I think that's we shot ourselves in the foot. It's a self-inflicted wound with why God probably just let life happen, to whatever extent, is beyond our knowledge anyway. But me with soulmates,
it ain't beyond my knowledge because we trash out here.
No, I mean as to how far does it happen before he say, all right, I'm going to come in, or I'm going to just be all the way hands off. Whatever happens, happens.
I think whoever he's deemed as the current Noahs of the world, he probably does give those people extra care and whatever, extra notice. But everybody else is like, you on your own. That lady that turned into the pillar of salt and all that other stuff in the Bible, that's you. And you out on your own. Like, he told you don't look back. You over here looking back at every single relationship or every other situation. So, I mean, I just feel like that's
shit. Really, you said a mouthful because even like how I feel with soulmates. Like I do believe that there is a person that you're meant to be with, but at the same time, I do feel like it's probably numerous people that you could click with. I don't think it's because God said, okay, here go all 10 of your wives. I don't think it's that, but it's like, if you're with any of these people, it can work. I guess this goes to what you were saying, like compatibility. But if you ain't compatible, it ain't, you can look and say, good God, look at this all day long. But if it don't work, it don't work. It just ain't. Y'all don't have the same, I don't want what you want. You trying to move to Japan and all, we don't got the same, we ain't on the same boat here. Destiny, I kind of feel like I don't think things are just meant to happen, and I think we kind of get caught in that a lot. I think a lot of people get caught in destiny. They're like, oh, if you let something go, it'll come back. No, sometimes you let something go, it'll be a hoe. You let it go, and it'll go be a hoe, and it'll go catch gonorrhea somewhere, and it might not come back.
And
you
it's
probably
gonna
don't want it to come back. Yeah, it's gonna go,
Go
and it's gonna be like Santa, and it's gonna ho, and that's one of the possibilities too, with Destiny. Wow. So I never really believed in playing that game, or I never believed in like I fuck up in a relationship, and then I say, well, you know, since we soulmates, we meant to be together, so I could just do anything, whatever I do, it's fine because we meant to be together. Because even if y'all are soulmates and you fucking up, if you fucking up, you fucking up. And then if you can sit there all day and say, oh, we meant to be together. Well, meant to be together, gonna walk in a room with a suitcase and that's that. And you say, oh shit, hold on, Destiny. Oh, I thought we was Destiny Child in here. And you say, yeah. And you say, no. But then that's the end of it. That's all she wrote. So I think Destiny is an excuse to take effort out. Because people are like, oh, it's meant to be happen. Even it don't even gotta be a relationship. It could just be like, oh, if I'm meant to have this job, I'm gonna get it. God gonna give it to me. Well, God looking out of heaven, did you apply? You gotta apply. Mm-hmm. You have to. You don't just say, oh, if God want me to win the lottery, I'm gonna win. Did you buy a ticket? Go get one. Like, you have to do something to make things happen. So I think you got choices, and I think life like a forked road. It's like you can go this way, you can go this way. If you go this way, then it's a lot of other things that can happen. It's just like a lot of different paths that come with it, you know. Mm-hmm. Now, this where Scorp, did you have any more feedback on that? And Lynneopoly, go ahead.
While we're talking about God for a second, like, you think like how like in the Bible when they said that Eve bit the apple and then she got knowledge of what God knows or something like that, right? Mm-hmm. She had knowledge of God and stuff from biting the apple. Do you think that's what technology is? Like, we are looking at it like it's explained in a way, but it's kind of like magic. And we just don't even notice it. It's like magic, but it's really like magic. That's why iTunes got that
little app on a crunched app on the side of it.
That's the spit. Come on now. Why is that the? I need to know.
Yeah, shit. That is kind of creepy though.
I also need to know how one of like the richest guys in the world passed away from cancer. Like, I mean, I'm not saying, but I'm just like, things don't add up. But a lot of things don't add up, and a lot of symbols are very weird. Like shit. Starbucks symbol? What is that?
Yeah.
Y'all couldn't just do a coffee cup?
That's like, some funky ass shit. Like, I think
what does that have to, what? It's a mermaid.
Yeah.
It's a mermaid.
It sure is.
See?
But I seen a thing that said the Starbucks symbol is a woman trying to have sex. Cause she got her legs, you know, she holding her legs up by the ankles.
Here we go.
She got her right leg up and her left leg. She holding them by the ankles.
It's a mermaid. Haven't you heard where mermaids came from?
Coffee?
No. I was watching. Man, I don't know if I was watching coffee.
Shit. Was it iced or was it hot one?
It must have been a hot one.
Venti.
I was watching something. It may have been SpongeBob, but it sounded.
She could have dropped some SpongeBob knowledge on us.
It sounded very accurate.
Oh my God.
They said that when pirates were out at sea, and they started to get like delusional. You know, they used to see mirages and stuff.
They were high as shit. That's why.
So they would see the mermaid, and the mermaid would be singing songs and stuff like that to get them to like come closer to them and stuff like that. And it's like, was it really a mirage or was it really a mermaid?
What if it's just a belly dancer?
What's she doing in the ocean?
They were just probably doing like that, and they saw her belly moving. They probably, you know, she was gyrating her hips and stuff.
What?
They thought her fins was flapping around.
I'm not from the food job.
In the ocean?
They probably just saw her upper body flapping. She might was kind of overweight or something. She had a little crease down there.
You're gonna offend some people when you say it.
Look, if you look, I already said, eat what you want to eat and do what you want to do.
It's still like I'm offended. I'm here.
Well, I just wiped my stomach on the microphone for everybody that wonder what that sound was.
Oh my God.
There you go. Now, this is the final thing here. I just had to bother us real quick. What is the part of sex that you don't like. Now, and when I say this, I don't mean what's like somebody ain't doing it right. It's just something that you just don't like it. Like it's a thing that you don't like. Like mine, I'll start here so y'all can see where I'm going with it. Mine is like tongue kissing. Like it's something that's what everybody like, but like me, like tongue kissing, I will do it. But it's like not a thing like where, especially even with not sex, just tongue kissing in the living room, just tongue kissing in the mall, tongue kissing when you're taking out the garbage. Okay. Keep your tongue in your mouth, and I'm gonna keep mine. Unless I lick your booty hole. The tongues belong in booty holes, not in mouth. I ain't gonna elaborate on it. I'm gonna let it score.
Me neither. We just gonna sit here because I ain't going next thing.
Don't y'all try to give me a silence when I say it. Yeah. Try to have like some little awkward moment or something. It ain't awkward in here. They know what happened.
Next topic.
Scorp gonna help us. You and Lynneopoly help us wrap this episode. Mom, turn it off.
Oh man. I don't know.
Tickling your balls. A lot of dudes be saying they don't like that too.
To tickle it?
Get their balls tickled and stuff. Or juggled and stuff. That kind of gross too, licking balls. Go ahead. Make you feel weird. Go ahead.
I don't know.
Turning the light off? Somebody else get up, turn the AC on?
I don't know. But
yeah, it can even be simple like that. It don't got to be the actual sex. It's just something about the whole thing that is like, this part I don't really like doing. Because, yeah, who gonna get the towel?
That's gotta be the worst. Because, like, sorry not to...
Go ahead.
He can be meditating while you speak.
I don't know how y'all feel, but the fact of now that, you know, we're a little older, you know, we all have kids, and, like, the fact of that, you know, before you could probably leave, like, a little towel next to the bed, like, and be like, it's kind of already here.
Yeah.
Now it's like you can't be leaving no towels because what if you see them touch the towel? Now you like, you touched the towel, you don't know what I just did with that. Like that's, you know what I'm saying? Like this gross. Y'all don't feel this?
Not that, but one time.
Because sometimes you're like, oh, well, I just kind of used it. It was kind of like, oh, I just wiped a little thing. And then you're like, oh, I might save it for
So you're saying you're worried about all the prior uses of the towel before it came to you?
No. Okay, so like you grab a towel. Like y'all do it. And you grab a towel, and it's just like, you know, you just like wiped a little bit or something.
Oh, okay.
And you're like, well, I'll just hang it right here, use it next time or something.
Oh, not a towel crispy. It get like a Rice Krispie from last time. Yeah, them crispy towels make you feel nasty. You gotta get a new towel.
But you hang it on the headboard or whatever, and then you're afraid your kid's gonna like touch it and be like wipe their face or something. And even if it was just a little used, you don't need to be touching this towel. So now you can't have a towel hanging around. You got to be conscious of where this towel is at all times.
Man,
you got to throw it in the laundry immediately, basically.
She right. See, I'm going to just say.
Mine go in the laundry immediately. Oh, real.
Really?
Yeah.
It don't be just hanging out on the floor sometimes or nothing like that?
No.
It's a story that came to my mind, but y'all just
since now, really?
What? I don't be having no time by the bed.
You a baby wipes, dude.
I used to.
Yeah, baby wipes. What
Did you used to leave baby wipes on the floor?
No.
Oh, you had
when I did use baby wipes, I go where the baby wipes was. I had them in the location that was nowhere near the bed. I go to the bathroom, grab the baby wipes, throw it in the garbage.
You making all these trips?
I'm talking about after we done.
Then you go
afterwards.
Then you get the pie.
No.
You're supposed to have pie.
No, my bad. To the question.
Lynneopoly made me think of a bad story. I ain't gonna tell that story. Go.
Wow.
Lynneopoly tell the story.
What? I don't know the story.
Oh, I ain't gonna tell it. Go ahead, Lynneopoly.
I'm waiting for Scorp. What was the question?
Oh yeah, what's your thing? You ain't fine with it. Putin in the 6.
Can I take that one?
Yeah, that's the one. Putin in 6. Hey. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
No, I'm just searching for an answer. I don't know.
Oh
Oh wow.
Yeah, it got look, this is a strange question. It's a loaded question.
It really is.
Because, of course, of the feeling part, you know, we like that, but it's just other things that's involved. Because it's involved the temperature, the lights, like she said, who get the towel, who going to bed, is you finished? Oh my God. I know, I'll just say what I was going to say. When I was a young warthog, and before I knew better about, you know, the actual process, you do it, you already have a towel nearby, or you go get the towel, get it right up. I used to have this horrible technique, and yes, this younger me, when I used to put it in a pile, put the semen in a pile at the end of the bed.
What?
And and I put it at the foot of the bed, on the bed, right, you know, right at the tip of the bed. Right when we had finished, the young lady brother had come in the room.
Oh wow.
And like nothing was going on at that time, but he had sat on the floor at the foot of the bed, and then he laid his head back like onto the bed, and he was like, "Woo, I'm tired." Well, my children was on his head, and I had to tell him to put some mousse on it to try to get. I didn't want to say, hey, it's a pile of this right here, so I don't know what to do. But then it happened so quick, I was like, oh shit, I probably should have had said something before he did that. We wasn't friends after that for a little while. With that being said,
man, go get some mousse.
Put some mousse on it or something.
I would say with mine, I'm not fond of, and this, all I said is plenty of times in previous episodes, is feeling teeth.
Oh, we getting bit on the penis.
I'm not fond of this whatsoever.
Why do y'all say that? I was watching some how-to video, and they said that was part of the...
They said bite it?
Yeah, they said y'all enjoy that.
No.
Oh, hell no.
What?
That must have been some other type of race.
Yeah.
Genders. Cultures.
Yeah, they had a strange belief.
I don't believe in it.
Then if they lick your balls, you gonna tell them to cut that out? So Scorpio is fond of that. We're gonna go ahead and wrap the episode up. I don't want to hear no more details about my boy.
I've been hearing too much details about your ways.
Yeah, I don't want to hear nothing else. And if y'all want to hear something else, put that on the survey that's in the description box. In additional comments, there's a field for y'all. Hit me if you have any questions. 100%velvet@gmail.com. We already gave the shout outs out if you earned it. Super salute if you're listening. Keep supporting. I ain't gonna hold you long, and I ain't gonna be before you long, because we finna wrap this thing up. Once again, happy birthday, mama. This is recorded on your birthday. I know when you're listening, it's no longer your birthday, but you're young. Gonna have you a hot girl summer. It's okay. Scorp, drop that info for him.
You can reach me at, I forgot one shout out.
Go ahead.
Give a shout out to 500 Vodka.
Super salute.
I forgot to give them a shout out. And like I said before, all the guests that came through, you know, and new guests that's coming. Interviews that's been dropped and more interviews that's coming. So we shout out to everybody on that, and you can reach me at ScorpionKing at 3305@gmail.com.
Explosive. And then Lynneopoly, how can they get a hold of you?
All forms of social media at Lynneopoly, and that's LYNNEOPOLY. And then that's also my Gmail email address. So Lynneopoly@gmail.com.
Y'all have a blessed day. Keep tuning in and keep fucking with your favorite one, the Velvet Vibes Podcast.
We out this biatch.